Hello, water bearers. All right. Bear me some water. All right. Let's see. Oh, no, we're not starting with these. That's right. All right. So we're going to do the usual relationships and then singles and then career. But I'm also pulling one card from the Osho deck for kind of the new year sort of thing. So it's like spiritual guidance or things to work on, something like that, that may or may not be prevalent in 2019 to kind of keep in mind sort of thing. So sometimes the cards are like a little weird, but we'll see what comes up for you guys. All right. So let's see. 2019 for Aquariuses, please. Some sort of spiritual type things they might need to embrace and look at in 2019. Okay, here we go. Ooh, what a perfect card for Aquarius. All right. The card is called Uniqueness. All right. Wow, it's really pretty card too. It's interesting. Or is it? Or is that guy hanging from a tree? Hold on. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, the colors attracted me. I thought it looked kind of cool. So that is the card. It is number 26. So 26, which is an 8. So that's a good number, Aquarius. That's very cool. So let's see, and we'll read that real quick, and then we'll get into our normal reading for December. 26, uniqueness. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'll hold it up so you can take a screenshot because it might be a good idea, like if this doesn't resonate now or something like that, to kind of maybe keep this on your phone and see at any point if that's something that you may need at some point during 2019. Okay, hopefully you got a screenshot of that. Okay, so it says, every human being is unique. There is no question of anybody superior or anyone inferior. Yes, people are different. Let me, like Aquarius needs to know that. Okay. Yes, people are different. Let me remind you of one thing. Otherwise, you will misunderstand me. I am not saying that everyone is equal. No one is superior. No one is inferior. But no one is equal either. And that's interesting because we always think that. All right, so let's see what the rest says. People are simply unique, incomparable. You are you, I am I. I have to contribute my potential to life. You have to contribute your potential to life. I have to discover my own being. You have to discover your own being. All right, that's really interesting, actually. I'm gonna actually look at that one myself because we're so used to hearing everyone is equal, and it's weird because I think I've had that argument actually before with a friend where I said no, I don't think people are, and not in a weird like racial, like I'm none of that stuff. I bet in like a metaphysical kind of way. So that's interesting. So anyway, yeah. So hopefully you took a screenshot of that. You can reread that. If it wasn't clear and it didn't show up on the screen, let me know. I can. That one's pretty short. I can type it up in the comments. Okay, so let's move on and let's start your reading. All right. So. Relationships where everyone is not equal. Okay. All right. Let's look at who you are dealing with in a relationship. For Aquarians, please. Aquarius. Who is Aquarius dealing with in their relationship in December? Where are they at? Where is this person at? Their significant other or the person they are thinking of regarding relationships? For Aquarius, please. Aquarius's partner. Okay, here we go. Buzzing in the light. All right. Ooh. Ooh. All right. That's a contradictory energy. All right, interesting. Okay, let me put down your cards and we'll take a look at these together. Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right. Let's see, okay, and Aquarius, where's Aquarius at? Where is Aquarius at? Okay, here we go. Nope. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, Page of Pentacles at the, whoops, at the bottom, all right. So, okay, so who you're dealing with in a relationship, your significant other, or whoever you're thinking of in relationship way, they have the Five of Swords and the Page of Wands. So with the Five of Swords, I feel like I'm typically in like Rider-Waite Tarot, as sometimes it can mean like little argumentative or bullheaded, things like that. In this deck, I see it a little differently. I see this person as being extremely protective over something they are passionate about, all right? It's like, you know, I mean, he's like guarding, you know, his fire, his warmth, his security. He's like trying to protect, you know, his security, whatever it is that makes him secure. All right. And with the Page of Wands, I feel like this person right now that you are dealing with, they're waiting. They're either like waiting to hear something from you, or they're waiting to hear something about this particular situation. All right. So this may not have anything to do with necessarily like the love relationship. This could be something completely, because we're not into the part about how they feel about you yet. This is just what's going on with them. All right. So it could be that they're just like kind of waiting to hear about something that is very important to them, that they feel very protective over, and, you know, that sort of thing. And that seems to be what is kind of going on with them right now. Now, as far as how they feel towards you, that's why I stumbled a little bit here, because it kind of threw me. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Lover's card. All right. So Lover's card, great card. Five of Pentacles, horrible card. All right. So very contradictory energy going on here. All right, the Five of Pentacles is like feeling as if, you know, they've been left out in the cold on something. All right, and that maybe they need to make a choice now. So that could be, it could be the other way around too. It could also mean that they have done this, or, you know, whichever way, it goes both ways. But this is more like how they feel about you. So I feel like they feel like they've not got all the information from you, or that maybe you've turned like a cold shoulder on them or something like that. But they do have this connection with you with the Lover's card. I mean, this is pretty, you know, pretty strong, pretty deep, you know, big heart, rainbows, you know, big lights coming out of the heart. Yeah. So it's a great connection. It's an old connection also. These two people are bound. Probably bound through, I mean, look at this old altar here. You know, this is old stuff, you know, so this is somebody you've been bound to for a long time. But yeah, right now they're just feeling kind of either left out or closed out or something like that going on with that. Now, the outcome card is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a good card. I like to see this in these types of readings, because it means that this person is willing to keep nurturing this, you know, to see where it goes. They're still willing to work on it, see, you know, they're watering the tree, see if it grows big and strong, you know, so they are willing to work on it. And this could have something to do with security, because we do have coins here. So, you know, it has something to do with that too. Your cards, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So I think that is what is on your mind as far as this other card here too. Pardon me. The Eight of Pentacles is about kind of, in this deck, you know, very much so, about providing some sort of shelter, protecting the things that you love too. So just as they are being very protective over something that they are passionate about, and you know, they're waiting, you know, for this news to find out about it. You're in a similar type of mode. It just might be different different situations, but it seems like you are wanting a victory with the six of Wands. You are wanting to have like a secure place, you know, to put your, you know, there's a little dog and a little squirrel, you know, that could be, you know, pets, or it could be like, you know, children, you know, like a home for your kids or whatever it may be, you know, and any type of kids. And that's kind of the situation here. And you know, with the Six of Wands, you probably have a good chance of doing that. It's a very good, favorable card. All right. And that seems to be what is on your mind and what you're passionate about. As far as how you feel towards them, you have the Four of Cups and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So to me, this is kind of about like really pondering, really taking your time and thinking about things. Like, you know, this is really, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is about, it's a little slow. It's a little slow moving thing. Sometimes it's it can be about proposals. It can, maybe you're thinking of proposing, or maybe you're just thinking about, wow, is this really the slow approach that I want to take? You might be, and maybe that's why they feel a little bit out in the cold. Maybe you're kind of taking some time and going within yourself and thinking this over a lot. Like, is this the direction I want to go? Is this the safety and security that I want? Because this is what I want. And you might be taking some time out for yourself to kind of recalibrate things, if you will. So that could be that. With the Three of Wands, that is your outcome card. So the Three of Wands is a pretty favorable card also. Three of Wands is usually, for me, it's my typical 3-month or 3-week card where something good, like, something will happen that is beneficial for you. This is a little different in this deck. To me, it's not so much about waiting for your ships to come in as it is in regular tarot. To me, it's like this person is sending out messages, like sending them out to the universe, and asking for what they want, and they expect a return. So this is like fully like manifesting type of a card to me. All right. And she's pretty powerful. This is like a powerful warrior type of person. All right. And she is sending out these messages, with these powerful birds to the gods, to the skies, that sort of thing. And it's a positive card. So it is a manifestation card. And with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom, that's a very good thing because, that could be some sort of new offer coming in. So let's look at your mutual energy between the two of you at the end of December. So this is a card that kind of will match up with both of you, all right? So it'll be a little bit of them and a little bit of you at the end of December. Aquarius and their partner. For Aquarius and their partner. Oh, there it went. Okay, it's the Eight of Wands. I saw it fly out there. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is a good card. This is mutual energy for the both of you. All right, so the Eight of Wands is a few different things in this deck to me. It's kind of like divine timing. Look at this too. Here's that messenger. This person sent out the messenger birds, and here comes the messenger bird with like this red cloak, and it's like the perfect timing, and it's probably the message, right? So wands are about communication also. So that's pretty cool. So it seems like, maybe towards the end of the month, there might be some messages flowing. It might be just the right timing for whatever this is, that's going on, or what you guys need to achieve or do, or what have you. Eight of Wands is also sometimes considered Cupid's arrows, so it's like, there could be like just a feeling of light love, between the two of you guys. We do have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Wow. And there's that Page of Pentacles again. So Page of Pentacles was underneath the deck with you, and now we have the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles may lead to the Empress, which is abundance and all of those good things. So I feel pretty good, about your mutual energy towards the end of the month. I think that's a good place to be. So, okay, all right, I will leave that for Aquarius relationships, and we will move to Aquarian singles. What up? What up, Aquarian singles? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my, I have too many Aquariuses in my life. I don't need more. Just kidding. All right. Okay. Aquarius singles. Aquarius singles. Oh, you guys know you're my favorites. I gotta have a little fun. All right. Aquarius singles for December, please. December Aquarius singles. Okay, here we go. Boom. Oh. Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, shoot. So it seems like this is like, I don't know. This happens a lot with singles readings. So, I mean, hopefully it's that you're happy. But it is kind of a marriage card to me a little bit. But okay. So the very first card I have is the Nine of Swords. So, you know, but this is the first card. So that's not really going to be where you're at. That's just kind of how it's been. All right. It's sort of just stressed out about things, maybe up at night, you know, thinking about somebody perhaps, or thinking about lack of not having somebody, you know, whatever it may be, something stressing you out, keeping you up at night a little bit. But then you have the Ten of Cups. So something comes in and makes you very happy. All right. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is Ten of Cups is sometimes a married card, and I do have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Sometimes, you know, that indicates to me somebody who is married, but not necessarily. Okay. Could be that you're dealing with a Taurus or possibly an Aries. So Ten of Cups, something makes you happy. This could be somebody actually too, you know, with the holidays and things like that. This could be somebody maybe that you meet at like, maybe you go to spend some time with family and like somebody has invited a couple friends over and, you know, they're not your second cousin and, you know, maybe you hit it off with them or something like that. That could be, especially because the Six of Cups is here too. So this definitely could, the Six of Cups is sometimes about like returning to family or hometowns or something nostalgic to us, you know, so that could be, I mean, it's also sometimes somebody that we have known before in the past, but it's not somebody that like we really didn't like in the past. You know, this is like a fond, you know, energy. It's somebody that we liked. So for those of you who are going, hell no, I don't want that ex back, it wouldn't be them. You know, this is usually somebody that we actually kind of like. All right. So Six of Cups, interesting. Could be a Scorpio too, possible. You have two cups here. And especially with the Emperor, yeah, because, you know, sometimes those Scorpios, I don't know why, but sometimes they can be controlling. So that could be. So, you know, maybe there's somebody new entering in. I'm going to go with that. Actually, I'm not really feeling the marriage vibe from this person too much. So actually, it turns out it's a pretty decent reading, quite frankly. I think, yeah, it seems like there's somebody that you might, if for some of you, especially who might be traveling a little bit or going, you know, to like some sort of home family type gathering or something. There might be somebody there that's interesting. So heads up on that. Other than that, if it's not that situation, if you're not going to a family thing, just seems like somebody's going to make you pretty happy. I would be a little concerned. Just make sure they're not married unless that's what makes you happy. And with the Six of Cups, yeah, this could be something really innocent and fun and like a good connection. So I don't know. Heads up on that, Aquarius. Looks kind of good. Okay, so career, workplace, and money, things, that type of stuff for Aquarius for December. How is December looking for Aquarius with regards to the workplace, career, finances? Okay. One more. Okay. All right, so you do have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is probably like celebrating something. Could be socializing and stuff like that too, because we do have the holidays, but I tend to think it's possibly celebrating something. All right, this is really kind of an odd reading. We only have two major arcana cards. We have Justice and we have the Empress. Right in the center, though, you have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So a couple things this could be. Both these energies, typically, you know, a lot of times in readings, they can be sort of really pesky type energy. They can be a little bit people being, you know, immature with us or getting mad or things like that. This could even be you, not necessarily being immature, but this could be you sort of quickly heated, you know, to anger, you know, or to biting type words or something, which probably isn't normally in your character, but for some reason this month it could be. All right, so, you know, that could be what's going on, because it seems like in the recent past, you have this Three of Swords where it's sort of like you felt like you were betrayed or stabbed in the back, or there was a loss of some sort. And maybe, you're still kind of not over it yet, and I can't blame you if you went through this type of energy, sure. That could be it. The other thing it could be too, though, is I have a lot of swords in this reading, so these could be legal type things, or even like sometimes, this could be like medical type things too, like the medical industry or something like that. But I tend to think also it could be some sort of legal thing because we do have justice here and we have the King of Swords. So if that is the case, it could be that some sort of decision is coming in pretty quickly, or at least some sort of offer. I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to be the decision, but some sort of offer is coming in quickly. You do have justice at the foundation of your reading. So, you're hoping that things are fair, balanced, all of those types of things. You have the Queen of Wands at the top of your reading. I feel like she's a person, not necessarily you, but I'm not really sure. You have a typical Aquarius fashion. You have a lot of people in your reading. So, and for a general career reading, it's going to make it a little tough. So let me see if I can see what the Queen of Wands has to offer here. I think the World, okay, and Temperance and Strength and the Lover's card. Nice. Okay, so whoever this Queen of Wands is, and it was funny, right before I drew the cards, I almost want to say for a lot of you, and I know this is a general reading, so that's kind of probably not fun for some of you because you're expecting it to be about work, but this does kind of seem to have legal type aspects to it. If so, this could be like a female attorney that you have. That is very creative and comes up with some very creative ways to do things. Or it could be even like a female judge of some sort, but I don't know. I feel like it's somebody you're working with, that it's not necessarily you. I mean, it could be too. The Queen of Wands can be an aspect of you, just being very creative in your solutions and things. Whatever it is, though, she has something to offer here. All right, whoever this person is that is like very good at creative solutions, okay, and good at motivating those creative solutions, all right. The World card, that's like a new cycle. That's being able to start some sort of new cycle. This is some sort of match, like a really good match for you. The Strength card is behind it, and Temperance, which is good, it's a good balance. It's a really, I love these cards for Aquarius. Because not only will you love it, it's balanced for you. That's important because I know a lot of Aquariuses aren't so much, I mean, it's not that you're not motivated by money, but it's not like you're typically, for most Aquarians that I've met, it's not like you're, cutthroat, trying to get the dollar, So I like that. Whoever this is, that she might have some advice for you or have some creative ideas for you. In the near future, you have the Ten of Wands, an card, all right? It's whatever this is, all right, whatever this like kind of loss or heartbreak or difficulties, that sort of energy that has been kind of going on and maybe you had a little reprieve from because this is in the recent past, it's still not quite wrapped up, all right? There's still a little bit more of that left, okay? But it is a 10, so you're almost there, but I gotta be honest, not quite. However, you do have the Empress in your position. So this is a fantastic card. It's a card of abundance and just feeling abundant, feeling like things are very smooth, in place, all of those good things. It's typically a card of having enough money also, so that's a good thing. Now there's some sort of offer coming towards you, and that's why I kind of felt like this is like maybe like a legal type read also, but it could be, job related things. But the thing is, I don't think you're that enthused about it. So if it is a legal thing, it could be, that it's like you're almost there kind of thing, and now they're coming at you with some like half-assed offer, like, oh, let's see if they'll take this, first. That could very well be. Or it could be a job offer coming your way, and you're like, I don't know. You're not that enthused about it kind of thing. Let's see. One more card on the forecast, please. Queen of Swords. Yeah, so we've got the Queen and the King of Swords in here. Ooh, and the Two of Cups. Interesting. So, to me, I think you're just, not interested in whatever this offer is, okay, I think you're gonna be like, you're turning your back on it. You're like, no, and you're being logical and all of those types of things, and it's just, you're not interested in it. Now, your outcome is the King of Swords. So King of Swords is possibly a good outcome, but sometimes King of Swords, if it's your boss, it's not a good outcome, because the King of Swords can sometimes just put you on the chopping block kind of thing. But if it's you as the King of Swords, because it is air, that is awesome. But let's take a look at the King of Swords. Like I said, there's a lot of people in here. I don't really know who's who. We've got Queen of Wands, Empress, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, wow. All right. It's an offer, and it's going to make you happy. All right. So whatever this King of Swords is, if this is you, which I felt good. The funny thing is, usually, like, this is not a card I want to see in a career reading. All right. But for when I put it down, like, I felt like it was a good thing, and I'm going to stick with that. I do. I don't think it's somebody like giving you the axe or anything like that. I think it's a good thing. There's, especially if you're in like some sort of legal situation here, there's some sort of offer here, and it's going to make you happy. All right, so that's very good. Now, I'm not going to necessarily say that is absolutely for sure coming in December, because these cards are clarifying cards, but it would be very soon, like around that time period. Now, for others of you, and this could be, an opportunity in the legal field too. It doesn't have to mean that you have a court case going on. This could be something, you start off as a Page of Swords in the center of this reading and end up as the King of Swords. So if you're maybe working in the legal industry, this is you, maybe having some disappointments in the past, maybe working your ass off, and it's like, oh my God, when am I ever going to see the light? And, there's like, somehow like things turn. Maybe this, maybe you are the person who comes up with this creative solution to this, or maybe someone that you meet gives you some stellar advice on how to advance things, something like that. Whatever it is, I just see things getting better for you. So if it's just a normal job, even, it has nothing to do with the legal field, whatever it may be, things, you have something to look forward to here. All right. And it's because, you are being creative. You're listening to creative people also that may have input and advice. You're also acting as the Empress, who is abundant and already acts as if they have everything, So even if you don't, this is like one of those manifestation type, deals where you should act as if you have everything. And then people will be sort of drawn to you to help you, and things just kind of move up for you. So I really like it, actually. Good reading for Aquariuses. And the Three of Swords is long gone. So yay. Okay, I hope you guys liked your reading. If so, please thumbs up or subscribe, all those good things. That helps my channel. And if I probably will see you before the holidays, but I don't know. Who knows how busy we'll all get. So if not, fantastic, happy holiday-ish stuff and all those things. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.